Hello everyone, welcome to Current Affairs MCQs program. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, which of the following statements is or are correct regarding the Sri Lankan Civil War? 1. Indo-Sri Lankan Accord 1987 proposed a political solution by establishing a provincial council system and devolution of power. 2. Operation Tiger was carried out by the Indian peacekeeping force to take control of Jaffna from the liberation tigers of Tamil Eelam. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Jaffna Peninsula had been a major stronghold of the liberation tigers of Tamil Eelam. It is situated in the northern extreme of Sri Lanka. It is geographically confined to the north and east by the Indian Ocean and the west by the Park Strait. In 1987, an Indo-Sri Lankan Accord was signed between India and Sri Lanka to improve the ties. It proposed a political solution to Sri Lanka's conflict by establishing a provincial council system and devolution of power for 9 provinces in Sri Lanka. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Operation Pawan was carried out by the Indian peacekeeping force to take control of Jaffna from the liberation tigers of Tamil Eelam in the late 1987. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Now, let's begin today's session. First question is, which of the following best describes sympatric speciation? New species formed from geographically isolated populations. New species formed from a small population isolated at the edge of a larger population. New species formed from a continuously distributed population, or a new species formed from within the range of the ancestral population. The correct answer is option D, new species formed from within the range of the ancestral population. Speciation occurs when a group within a species separates from other members of its species and develops its own unique characteristics. In sympatric speciation, new species formed from within the range of the ancestral population. There are no physical barriers preventing any members of a species from mating with another, and all members are in close proximity to one another. A new species, perhaps based on a different food source or characteristic, seems to develop spontaneously. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Next question, regarding the Asian Development Bank or ADB, consider the following statements. 1. It is a multilateral development bank headquartered in Tokyo. 2. Voting rights are modeled closely on the World Bank, where votes are distributed in proportion with members' capital subscriptions. 3. Countries located in the Asia-Pacific region only are eligible for membership. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none? The correct answer is option A, only 1. Asian Development Bank or ADB is a multilateral development bank headquartered in Manila, Philippines. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Voting rights are modeled closely on the World Bank and has a similar weighted voting system where votes are distributed in with members' capital subscriptions. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Members of ADB is not restricted to the Asia-Pacific region. It has non-regional members like Austria, the United States, the United Kingdom, Turkey, etc. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question, what does the term shrinkflation refer to in economics? An increase in the price of goods is due to increased demand, a decrease in the size or quantity of a product while maintaining the same price, an economic period characterized by shrinking GDP and high inflation, or a strategy where companies increase the price of goods while improving. The correct answer is option B, a decrease in the size or quantity of a product while maintaining the same price. Shrinkflation. British economist Pippa Malmgren is credited for inventing the term in 2009. Shrinkflation is the process of reducing the size or quantity of a product while the price of the product remains the same. Shrinkflation is a form of hidden inflation. The absolute price of the product doesn't go up, but the price per unit of weight or volume has increased. Shrinkflation is widely used by producers in the food and beverage industry. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question, the DAG Hammarskjöld Medal is a recognition bestowed in the domain of peacekeeping and international security, international sportsmanship and diplomacy, sustainable development and environmental conservation, or global health and epidemic response. The correct answer is option A, peacekeeping and international security. The DAG Hammarskjöld Medal was established in December 2000 as a posthumous award to members of peacekeeping operations who lost their lives during service with a peacekeeping operation under the operational control and authority of the United Nations. It is named after former UN Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld, who died in a plane crash while on a peacekeeping mission in 1961. Each year on Peacekeepers' Day, that is 29th May, this medal is awarded to any member state that has lost one or more military or police peacekeepers at a ceremony at the headquarters of the UN. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements regarding recombinant proteins. 1. They are produced with the help of alcohol oxidase promoters. 2. Monosodium glutamate can be used for activating protein production. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recombinant proteins are proteins engineered in the lab by inserting the gene coding for the protein into bacterial, viral, or mammalian cells. Typically, these proteins are produced in large bioreactors using the cells of a specific yeast which contains a unique promoter called the alcohol oxidase promoter. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The AOX promoter activated by methanol boosts recombinant protein production. This involves placing the desired gene near the AOX promoter, feeding the yeast with glycerol or glucose, then adding methanol for protein activation. An alternative, monosodium glutamate, activates a different yeast promoter, PEPCK, for safer protein production similar to methanol's process but without its risk. Hence, statement 2 is also correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements about X-rays. 1. It is a form of electromagnetic radiation with higher energy, a higher frequency and a shorter wavelength than visible light. 2. It has the ability to penetrate most substances including the human body and generate images of internal structures. Which of the statements given above is or are not correct? Only 1, only 2, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option D, neither 1 nor 2. That is, both the statements are correct. X-rays. It is a form of electromagnetic radiation with higher energy, high frequency and shorter wavelength than visible light. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It can pass through most objects including the human body and produce internal structure images. Hence, statement 2 is also correct. Produced by accelerating or decelerating charged particles or exciting atoms. Widely used in science, medicine, industry and security applications. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements about genetically modified mosquitoes. 1. Genetically modified mosquito eggs equipped with both the self-limiting gene and a fluorescent marker gene are released into a specific area. 2. Genetic modified female offspring die after they become adults. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A, only 1. Genetically modified mosquito eggs equipped with both the self-limiting gene and a fluorescent marker gene are released into a specific area. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The female offspring die before they become adults. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. The expected result is that the number of Aedes aegypti mosquitoes in the area decreases. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements regarding the National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India Limited. 1. It is an apex organization under the Ministry of Food Processing Industries. 2. It is registered under the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act of 2002. 3. It is one of the largest procurers of agricultural products like onions, pulses and oil seeds. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only 1, only 2, both, all 3 or none. The correct answer is option B, only 2. National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India Limited or NAFED is an apex organization under the Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India, deals with marketing cooperatives for agricultural produce in India. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It is registered under the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act of 2002. Hence, statement 2 is correct. It is one of the largest procurers of agricultural products like onions, pulses and oil seeds. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements regarding wheat production. 1. Wheat is a rabi crop that requires a cool growing season and bright sunshine during ripening. 2. Its cultivation requires well-drained, fertile, loamy and clayey loamy soil. 3. India is the world's second biggest wheat producer after China. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none. The correct answer is option C, all 3. Wheat is a rabi crop that requires a cool growing season and bright sunshine at the time of ripening. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Temperature between 10 to 15 degrees Celsius sowing time and 21 to 26 degrees Celsius ripening and harvesting with bright sunlight. Rainfall around 75 to 100 centimeter. Soil type well-drained, fertile, loamy and clay loamy, Ganga Satluj plains and black soil region of the Deccan. Hence statement 2 is correct. India is the world's second largest wheat producer and consumer after China in financial year 2023-24. Hence statement 3 is correct. Hence option C is the correct answer. Last question is, consider the following statements about the World Intellectual Property Organization. 1. It is an autonomous body with membership of 193 member states including India. 2. India retains 40th rank in the Global Innovation Index 2023 rankings published by WIPO. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, only 2. World Intellectual Property Organization is the global forum for intellectual property services, policy, information and cooperation. It is a self-funding agency of the United Nations with 193 member states including India. It is one of the oldest specialized agencies of the United Nations. Hence statement 1 is not correct. India retains 40th rank out of 132 economies in the Global Innovation Index 2023 rankings published by the World Intellectual Property Organization. Hence statement 2 is correct. Hence option B is the correct answer. Now is the time for practice question. Which of the following statements is not correct about Ahilya Bai Holkar? She was the Holkar queen of the Malwa kingdom. She established a textile industry in Maheshwar, Madhya Pradesh, which today is famous for its Maheshwari sarees. Jawaharlal Nehru gave her the title of the philosopher queen, or she renovated and repaired the famous Kashi Vishwanath temple of Varanasi. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.